All right, now back here in the studio, I'm hanging out with Peter from the Sound Room. And now, first of all, Peter, what is the Sound Room? What do you guys do?
The Sound Room is an audio-video integration company. I think the keyword is integration. I brought an example today, which is a Blu-ray player.
Okay.
A lot of people end up with a Blu-ray player, but it doesn't necessarily provide the right cables or the right hookups, and then they try to all put it in the setting where it also ties in with their surround sound, things like that, hook it up correctly to their TV. So the main thing we do is integration.
Okay.
Anywhere from a Blu-ray player to a surround receiver, alarm systems, home control, home automation, that type of stuff, and universal remote. So it's really broad, right variety of components we can install.
But what you can do is make it easy for us to actually operate and set it up for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely do that. And one of the key things of that, I mentioned universal remote.
Right.
And this is just an example of a universal remote. There's a whole lot of them out there. The nice thing of this specific one is it also will provide you with an on-screen display, which makes it easy to use once more, because you actually have the icons on your screen. And let's say you want to get to your Blu-ray player, you press that one big red button, it gets you to the options, regular TV, Blu-ray, CD, anything you want to play back, and it takes you by the hand.
That's so nice.
That makes it real easy to use.
Yes, it does. I know that there's so many of us out there that are just, you get a little bit overwhelmed sometimes. You get all these fun new toys and you're like, I don't know how to use it.
Right.
And speaking of fun new toys, now let's discuss this Blu-ray player. So now I know I myself have not upgraded to a Blu-ray player just yet, but it's also been because I've been like, well, I have all these DVDs and, I don't want to buy a new one. So with this one, can you actually play your regular DVDs too?
Yeah, all your DVDs, the older DVDs you have, and also CDs that you might have, will all play back on that one unit.
Okay.
So it's not that you could keep your DVD player that you still have, but what we typically do is people like to put them in the bedroom, for instance, and hook them up to their TV in the bedroom or a guest room, and then this replaces pretty much your CD player, your DVD player, and is ready to go for the new format, the Blu-ray players.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's really convenient and kind of sleek, and it can really help cut down on maybe some of the clutter that you might have around your house, which is always
cleans it up
nice.
nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Now, I see that you have are those sunglasses, Peter? What are those?
You could use them as sunglasses as well, but they are 3D glasses.
Oh my gosh.
So it's pretty much, because just having the Blu-ray player is not going to play back 3D movies. You need a couple components. So one of the items that you will need is 3D glasses, which is this, and futuristic. A lot of people know them from the IMAX theater type of stuff. But so this is for home use, pretty much. So that's the 3D glasses.
Oh my gosh.
What else do we need? Of course, the Blu-ray player with the 3D capability. That's important to know too, because not every Blu-ray player does 3D. You got to make sure it supports 3D format. Exactly. And then this is called an HDMI cable. So that's the one cable you connect between the Blu-ray player directly to your TV. Or what you could do is, if you have a surround receiver and it supports, once again, 3D and the HDMI hookup, you could also plug it into your surround receiver along with all the rest of the components and just have one cable go to your TV. So we talked about nice clean setup. That's one of the nice things about the HDMI. It transfer audio and video through that one cable.
Wow.
Normally you would have 4 or 5 different cables you have to plug in, but that's all eliminated pretty much by that one cable, which is really neat.
Yeah, so you don't have to be in there like labeling with the masking tape and saying which one goes where and all of that.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, and then of course you need a Blu-ray disc or Blu-ray movie that's also in 3D as well. So it will tell you if it's 3D. And the thing with the current lineup of Blu-ray players and Blu-ray discs is it comes in a lot of different formats as well. You'll say, what do we need all those discs for? So in this specific case, it comes with the Blu-ray version of this movie. It comes with the regular Blu-ray version. It comes with a DVD version. And it comes with a digital copy.
Wow.
And we get a lot of questions about that. We said we want it easy to use. And when we integrate it, that's something we can answer on the spot to see what's all those features, what can I do with it, and where does it come in. For instance, the DVD you could play back in a DVD player you still have. That you wanted to put in the guest room, you wanted to play it back, you can still use that DVD. And a digital copy is pretty much a a format that you can transfer to your computer. Let's say you're traveling, you want to play, and you want to play that movie, and it doesn't necessarily have a Blu-ray disc player in your PC, or then you have the digital copy, and you play it back from your hard drive, pretty much.
Okay.
So it's really universal.
Yeah.
And that's where the integration and easy to use comes in, because once again, we have so many options. And that's why we'd like to take you by the hand and make it all work for you.
Oh, and we would definitely like you to do that for us, because otherwise it gets really confusing. Right. So where are you guys located?
We're located in the Frisco Mall, 409 Main Street in Frisco, right across from the Borderhorn Bakery. And we have Blu-ray players on display. We have also a nice widescreen, talking about the different formats you have on a disc.
Okay.
There's formats such as widescreen, which is pretty much the current standard for TVs that you buy.
Right.
But also there's something that's called anamorphic, which is a lot wider. That's something you will see once again in that IMAX theater, which really sets you into that movie, which is a great experience.
My gosh.
And we have one of those on display in the showroom as well. It's a big, pretty much widescreen, and it's curved as well. It's really interesting to see. So I encourage people to check that out.
Yeah, I bet that would be really interesting for a lot of you guys that have those second homes, and you have that bedroom that you're like, well,
what to do with that?
Maybe this could be a movie theater. How exciting! So, if people want to come on in, what are your hours typically, or when you open?
Typical hours are 8 through 5. But what we like to do is give the people the opportunity to sit down and really experience that 3D and or surround sounds, or even like a 2-channel setup where you really get set middle of that concert. So we like to create that experience. So typical hours are 8 through 5, but we also have custom hours where people say, oh, we like to spend an hour and check it out and go over the options, then we'll do that as well.
And then if people, let's say maybe they're like, I have this home theater, can you come check out this whole situation for me? Yeah. Do you guys do that as well?
Absolutely. We do that on a regular basis. A lot of guests or the kids in the house bring over their game consoles.
Right.
And then it comes with standard cables, but they don't really know how to integrate it correctly. So to provide that experience. So we come in and check out the theater and see if it's up to tune, so to speak.
Right.
If it really creates the experience what it's meant to be for.
Oh my gosh.
So,
you guys should be on like every vacation guide to Summit County, so that the kids bring the games in, you don't know how to work it.
Right.
These are the guys that you call.
Absolutely.
But obviously there's so much exciting new technology, and clearly Peter and the guys at Sound Room can tell you how to use it, and they can also help you get it all set up, which is, I mean, just so convenient. So nice to have that help. So make sure that you stop on in, or give them a call, log on to their website for more information. And Peter, thanks for coming in.
Very welcome. Thank you for your time.
I feel like I just learned all kinds of new things.
Absolutely.
Guys,
give us a call.
Yeah, definitely. I should. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Summit Sunrise, so don't go away.